Hello, today we will be folding an origami magic ball designed by Kade Chan. This is one of the most well-known origami models on YouTube, and in this video I will teach you how to fold this model with great detail. Now we're going to divide them once more. So let's start by taking this top edge and folding it down to this top crease. So we're just dividing one segment now. Just make a nice crease. Make sure everything lines up, and then you can unfold. And again, just do the same thing on the bottom. So take this edge and fold it up to the bottommost crease. And unfold. So now we should have about 6 divisions. And the two on the edges will be smaller and the two in the center will be bigger. So we have to divide the two in the center to make them equal. So let's start by taking this edge and folding it over to this crease. Make a crease. And again, just make sure everything lines up. And then unfold. And now there's one more segment that we have to divide. So let's take this bottom edge and fold it to the second crease. So this one right here. So just pull that up, align it nicely, and make a crease. And then unfold. And now we have completed our horizontal and vertical divisions. Now we're going to create the diagonal creases for the magic ball. So let's start with this top right corner. And what we have to do is take it, and we're going to notice all of these vertical creases, and we're going to keep them in mind. So let's fold this over, and let's stop the crease at the side of the first vertical crease. So it should just be a very, very, very tiny little flap that you just folded over. And now what you're going to do is unfold that, and then you're going to continue to the next vertical crease. So you're just going to pull it up, and you should notice that it will intersect with two creases. So you just make a crease there, and then you go one further, and it'll line up with only one crease this time. Go another further, it'll intersect with two creases this time. And then you just continue on until you have done this all the way through the magic ball. Now once we're this far, you can't really continue any farther doing the same method that we've been doing. So what we have to do is start to align this edge here, so this vertical edge going up and down, and you're just going to align it with the vertical creases as you go. So we're just going to pull this vertical edge over a bit, and it should start to sort of pull down too. So it'll go left a bit and it'll go down. So to do this, we're just going to pull it down and left a tiny bit, and then this edge will start to line up with the next vertical crease. And as soon as it does that, we're just going to align that and make a crease all the way up the side. And then you just continue doing that again and again and again. So you're just going to take this edge, pull it left and down a tiny bit, and as soon as it lines up, then we just make a crease again. And you continue to do that until you get to the end over here. Once we've reached this point, you can unfold the model so that you can see the diagonal creases that we just made. It'll look like this, and you'll notice that there's a triangle over on this side that does not have any diagonal creases in it. So to fill this in with diagonal creases, we're just going to do the same thing that we did over here. So we're just going to fold up that corner a tiny bit to align with the vertical crease. And you're just going to keep going and going and going until you hit that crease that's over here. Once you have completed making all of your diagonal creases this way, we're going to make perpendicular diagonal creases going this way. So we're just going to complete that same process that we did to make this, but we're just going to do it this way. So we're going to start at the top left corner, and we're going to go down to the bottom right corner. Now what we're going to do is locate these vertical creases, and we're going to alternate between them, and we're going to make half of them valley folds and half of them mountain folds. So it'll turn out looking like a fan pattern and sort of like a zigzag. So let's start by making the first one a valley fold, and the next one a mountain fold. And then you can just keep doing that same process all the way down until you reach the end of the model. Once you've done that, you can stretch out the model a bit so that the creases aren't so strong. And now we're going to start collapsing along the other creases.